So buckle up, because today's drama isn't just messy. It's the type of chaos that makes the Kardashians look like they run a meditation retreat. I mean, Hollywood could never write something this unhinged, but Blueface? Blueface wakes up every morning like he's auditioning for a Netflix reality show nobody asked for, and somehow, we're all watching. So picture this. Blueface hops online, chin held high like a man who's about to reveal the secret formula to Coca-Cola, and instead drops a bomb so wild it made the internet choke on its own popcorn. He straight up hints that Chrisean Rock might have linked up with Offset. Cardi B's Offset. Yes, the man whose name has been in more scandals than a politician with a burner phone. And just when the internet was about to lose structural integrity from shaking, Chrisean Rock storms in like a one-woman hurricane yelling, "Leave Cardi and Offset alone." Not "that's a lie," not "don't play with me," but straight up defending the whole marriage like she's the new public relations manager for the MIGOS. This is the kind of chaos that makes your cousins' family WhatsApp fights look sophisticated. And trust me, the deeper we go, the crazier it gets. The internet was barely waking up, still wiping crust out its eyes, when Blueface decided to drag the universe into another episode of Blueface and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad life choices. And of course, he didn't ease into it like a normal human being. No, he launched straight into allegations so spicy they could season an entire pot of biryani out of absolutely nowhere, like he woke up from a dream that told him to be chaotic. Blueface hopped online and casually tossed Offset's name into the ring. Offset, a global superstar, a Grammy-nominated rapper, a husband to Cardi B, and apparently, according to Blueface's imagination, part of some secret storyline involving Chrisean Rock. Blueface said it in that tone like he just found out national treasure-level information and felt spiritually obligated to share it with the world. And the craziest part? He didn't even drop a full accusation. No clear receipts, no timestamps, no screenshots, just messy hints. The type of hints you only hear from your auntie who starts every sentence with, "I'm not trying to gossip, but..." and then proceeds to gossip harder than anyone on the planet. And the moment his mouth formed Offset's name, the internet broke into two groups, the shocked and the entertained. Twitter became a digital boxing match. Instagram turned into a live commentary event. TikTok? Oh, TikTok had already prepared popcorn. People were stitching the rumor with conspiracy theories faster than FBI interns on their first day of work. Memes popped up like mushrooms in monsoon season, some showing Offset running for cover, others showing Cardi B sharpening her nails like she was about to host a women's empowerment event with violence. But let's rewind the tape for 1 second, because none of this came out of a peaceful, calm sky. Blueface and Chrisean have been tangled in a situationship so toxic it should come with a government warning label. For months, Blueface has dragged Chrisean for everything from parenting skills to breathing too loudly. Meanwhile, Chrisean has been on her own roller coaster of emotional Wi-Fi, treating every social media platform like her personal diary. So when Blueface decided to add Offset, a whole married man with 2 Grammys and a global fan base, into their mess, it wasn't random. No, it was calculated chaos. The type of chaos Blueface specializes in. People immediately started connecting dots that didn't exist, because that's what the internet does best. Someone found an old clip of Offset smiling in a video and said he was smiling suspiciously. Another person pulled up a photo of Chrisean walking past his studio 3 years ago and wrote a whole essay titled "Symbolism Behind the Doorway," a deep dive into hidden affairs. TikTokers with LED lights and too much free time began narrating the rumor like they were hosting Discovery Channel specials. And what was Chrisean doing during all this chaos? At first, radio silence. But silence only lasts so long when Blueface starts trending. Because if there's one thing Chrisean hates more than Blueface moving weird, it's Blueface moving weird with her name attached to it. So the moment she caught wind of the rumors spreading faster than a discount sale on Black Friday, she jumped into the chat like a Marvel character dropping a mid-dash battle. She came in hot, loud, and passionately confused. But the wildest twist? She didn't deny anything directly. She didn't say, "This is a lie," or "Blueface lying again for attention." Nah, she said something 10 times messier. "Leave Cardi B and Offset alone." That one line sent the internet into a frenzy. It's like someone pressed turbo mode on a blender full of chaos. Why defend Cardi and Offset so aggressively? Why not herself? Why not say Blueface was delusional? Why jump straight into protecting a whole celebrity marriage? The timeline collectively squinted like, wait a minute, what does she know? Suddenly, the conversation turned into a million-piece jigsaw puzzle nobody asked for. Cardi B fans came rushing in like secret agents, ready to defend their queen's honor. Offset fans came in too, demanding Blueface stop playing with people who actually have careers. Meanwhile, Blueface fans sat there like, we don't even know why we're here. But okay. But what truly sent shockwaves through the internet was the tone. Chrisean sounded defensive. Not defensive of herself. Not defensive against Blueface. But defensive of Cardi B, defensive of Offset. As if their peace of mind was now her top priority. People were like, is she besties with Cardi now? Did they have a secret heart-to-heart? Did Cardi send her a DM saying, handle it sis? The rumor mill began spinning with Olympic-level speed. Some fans swore Chrisean was protecting Cardi because she didn't want to see another marriage burn publicly. Others claimed she had insider info and didn't want it getting uglier. And then there were the conspiracy theorists, the same people who believed Tupac is hiding in Cuba, saying she sounded too emotional for someone who isn't involved. Blueface, of course, continued talking like he was doing a guest lecture at Nuss University, dropping little comments, posting little emojis, throwing shade like he was paid by the hour. And every time he did, the timeline exploded again. But here's where things got even crazier. Chrisean's reaction wasn't just one line. Once she opened her mouth, she started spiraling into full rant mode. She talked about respecting marriages, about people needing to stop dragging innocent folks, and how she wasn't gonna let Cardi B get dragged into mess she didn't ask for. And that's when the internet tapped the brakes. Because Chrisean, the queen of unpredictable energy, suddenly speaking like a relationship counselor. Oh, that was suspicious. Fans joked that she sounded like she was applying for a TED Talk, the psychology of minding your own business. People started freezing screenshots, zooming in on her expressions, trying to decode micro-emotions like she was a suspect on a Netflix crime doc. They said she looked guilty, annoyed, exhausted, protective, nervous, and over it all at the same time. The kind of facial expression you make when your ex says something so stupid you question the entire solar system. And the more Chrisean talked, the more people noticed she wasn't dragging Blueface, at least not at first. She wasn't calling him a liar. She wasn't denying the rumor outright. She was simply shifting attention away, directing energy elsewhere, creating distance, which made people even more nosy. Because this is the internet, the only place where people will build a 3-hour documentary from a 5-second clip they don't understand. But the most ironic part? Blueface didn't seem bothered by her defending Cardi B and Offset. In fact, he leaned into it. He started tweeting cryptic things like a Disney villain narrating his own origin story. The kind of stuff that makes you think he's sitting in a dark room with a single lamp, typing with dramatic music playing in the background. By the end of the day, what started as a random rumor ballooned into a full-on digital hurricane. Fans, bloggers, meme pages, gossip sites, everyone was engaged. Debate threads hit thousands of comments. People were choosing sides like it was a Marvel Civil War sequel. And the main characters? Blueface lounging with his phone, Chrisean screaming like she's coaching a basketball team, Cardi B minding her business, and Offset probably wondering why his name was trending while he was eating breakfast. But if you think this was chaotic, the next wave hit even harder. Because when celebrities, influencers, and the entire social media world started reacting, the internet absolutely combusted. And trust me, the twists coming next make this look like a calm children's bedtime story. Oh, and just when you thought the internet had caught its breath from the Blueface Chrisean Offset chaos, the second wave hit like a tsunami in a kiddie pool, loud, messy, and impossible to ignore. This wasn't just a story anymore. This was an all-out digital spectacle, a social media Hunger Games with popcorn in one hand and your phone in the other. Popcorn in one hand and your phone in the other. Within hours, memes started appearing faster than TikTok dances go viral. One viral clip showed a photoshopped image of Blueface dressed as a detective, magnifying glass in hand. sniffing around like he was about to discover the lost city of Atlantis. All while, Chrisean's name hovered ominously in bold letters. Another meme had Offset holding a sword, Cardi B standing behind him like a warrior queen, and Chrisean floating in the background with a confused, yet determined expression, the kind of visual that makes you question if you've accidentally stumbled into a Marvel origin story. Twitter threads turned into full-blown investigative projects. Fans were dissecting emojis, timestamps, and the angles of Instagram selfies. Someone literally started a thread titled, Chrisean Rock, Secret Guardian of Cardi and Offset? Because naturally, the internet treats every unexpected reaction like a CIA leak. People were theorizing that Chrisean defending Cardi wasn't just casual. It was strategic. Some said it was a peacekeeping mission, some claimed it was to maintain leverage in the celebrity gossip ecosystem, and one genius argued it was a subtle marketing stunt for her own upcoming projects. Meanwhile, Blueface wasn't slowing down. Oh no, he was like a human hurricane of chaos, tweeting cryptic messages, posting suggestive emojis, and throwing subtle jabs that made people wonder if he had actually become the puppet master of pop culture drama. Every time someone thought they understood his intentions, he shifted like a magician, revealing only half the trick. Fans began creating compilations of his social media activity, timelines so wild that Netflix producers were rumored to be taking notes, and then came the celebrity reactions. Naturally, you couldn't have a Blueface Chrisean storm without outsiders throwing in their opinions like confetti at a parade. Influencers started live streaming rants, exes chiming in on cryptic messages, and gossip blogs immediately drafted headlines designed to make people slam their phones in disbelief. One influencer even tweeted, "If Chrisean Rock really just defended Cardi B and Offset, she's officially more loyal than most PR teams in Hollywood." That tweet alone generated thousands of replies, each more chaotic than the last, but here's where it spiraled into pure insanity. Fans began creating scenario breakdowns of what might have happened behind closed doors. They drew diagrams linking Blueface, Chrisean, Cardi B, Offset, and even people who were tangentially connected, like distant cousins of DJs or backup dancers who had been seen at the same party once in 2019. Reddit threads exploded with wild speculation. Chrisean is protecting Cardi to prevent a public meltdown. Blueface wants attention. Offset knew all along. Cardi B sent her a peace offering, and so on. Each theory more absurd than the last. Some argued this drama could replace entire seasons of reality TV because the characters were real, the stakes were high, and the drama was cinematic. Meanwhile, Chrisean herself didn't just defend Cardi, she doubled down. In interviews and short video posts, she made statements so sharp, so over the top, that it felt like she was simultaneously coaching, tattling, and performing a live-action meme. She even hinted at the absurdity of the rumors, throwing subtle digs at Blueface without naming him directly. Some people think chaos is fun until they see how it lands on real lives. Not everything you hear is truth. Boom, fans immediately started dissecting that line for hidden meanings. Was it about Offset? About Blueface? Or was she just throwing shade for the sake of drama? And because the internet has zero chill, this escalated into the meme Olympics. TikTok users staged mini reenactments of the alleged situation. One viral TikTok showed Chrisean with a cape labeled Protector of Cardi, chasing after a cartoon Offset and Blueface duo, complete with sound effects and overdramatic music. Twitter didn't take a backseat either. They were creating polls like, who handled this better, Blueface chaos or Chrisean defense? The results were so split that people claimed it broke the platform's algorithm, but the chaos didn't stop there. Some experts on YouTube jumped in to dissect body language, tone, and micro-expressions in clips where Chrisean defended Cardi and Offset. They paused frames, analyzed hand gestures, eyebrow raises, and lip movements like forensic detectives. Every twitch of an eye became a headline. One YouTuber even suggested that Chrisean's loyalty defense was strategic brilliance on par with corporate espionage. And then, of course, came the wild analogies. Social media theorists compared this drama to ancient Greek tragedies, Game of Thrones alliances, and even the chaotic politics of high school cliques. One viral tweet read, "Blueface is literally the Loki of the rap world. Chrisean is Athena with the Instagram account. And Offset is just minding his business like a poor peasant." Fans ate it up like it was the last slice of pizza at a party, and the memes just kept coming. The public outrage was next level. Fans defending Cardi and Offset flooded comment sections, accusing Blueface of disrespect, spreading rumors, and basically being the human embodiment of every tabloid headline you've ever scrolled past at 3 a.m. On the other side, Blueface supporters doubled down, claiming he was just speaking his truth while the rest of the internet overreacted. Every new post, reply, and repeat became ammunition in this ongoing social media war. And the real kicker? No one knew when it would end. Unlike normal scandals that fade after a week, this one had layers like an onion soaked in hot sauce. Every time someone thought they understood the story, a new detail dropped, a new meme exploded, or a celebrity comment reignited the chaos. The public's attention span? Shattered. Social media feeds? Exploding. Reputations? Teetering on the edge like a tightrope walker juggling flaming swords. By this point, the Blueface versus Chrisean Offset dynamic had created a media ecosystem all its own. People weren't just consuming content, they were producing it. You had meme creators, TikTok reenactors, YouTube analysts, and Twitter philosophers all trying to stake their claim in what was now officially the hottest digital drama of the year. Every new post was like adding gasoline to a fire that was already melting through timelines worldwide. And the wildest part, the story wasn't even over yet. While everyone argued, memed, and theorized, the main players were quietly plotting the next moves. Blueface's cryptic posts kept attention sharp. Chrisean's defense was now a public relations masterclass in chaos management. Cardi B and Offset, while largely silent, became figures of legend in this unfolding saga as untouchable icons being defended in ways no celebrity PR team could orchestrate. By the end of the day, the digital universe collectively gasped, laughed, and threw their phones across the room simultaneously. Tweets went viral, memes became culture, and the story evolved into something larger than the individuals themselves. It was no longer just a rumor. It was a movement of chaos, a living, breathing phenomenon that social media couldn't contain. And here's the thing, the drama was only getting started. Because if part 1 was the spark, part 2, this insane meme-filled, celebrity exploding roller coaster, was the wildfire racing through every corner of the internet. And trust me, the aftermath? Oh, it's about to shake reputations, careers, and alliances harder than anything you've seen before. Next, the consequences hit and no one is walking away unscathed. By now, the Blueface Chrisean Offset saga had escalated from a simple rumor to full-blown internet warfare, and the aftermath was starting to reveal itself like a reality TV blooper reel on steroids. Social media had become the core of public opinion, and the verdicts were brutal, messy, and impossible to ignore. First off, reputations were teetering on a knife's edge. Blueface, who once thrived on being unpredictable and chaotic, now faced a double-edged sword. On one hand, his fans were loving the drama, calling him the realest voice in hip-hop and the man who speaks uncomfortable truths. On the other hand, celebrities, influencers, and even casual fans were shaking their heads, wondering why someone would drag married superstars into such a chaotic narrative. Suddenly, every tweet, emoji, and cryptic post he made was scrutinized like a DNA sample at a crime scene. Memes depicting him as a cartoon villain or a rogue news anchor flooded feeds. Even late-night talk show hosts couldn't resist cracking jokes, adding fuel to the chaos. Meanwhile, Chrisean Rock emerged as the dark horse in this narrative. Initially dragged into the rumor mill, she flipped the script with her viral defense of Cardi B and Offset. Her stance wasn't just about quelling gossip. It was strategic, shrewd, and undeniably bold. Fans praised her for stepping up, calling her the guardian angel of celebrity marriages or the unexpected moral compass in rap chaos. Her public defense elevated her profile overnight, but it also made her a target. Social media trolls, meme lords, and keyboard warriors immediately began dissecting every word she said, every facial expression, and every tone in her videos. Conspiracy theories popped up claiming she had insider info or that she was secretly maneuvering for more clout. It was the kind of paradox where defending someone else only amplified your own legend. The classic case of dramaception.